It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome in to What's Burnin' here on Lake TV. KB with you, and as always, glad to have you watching the program, checking out what we're doing. And just a reminder, at any point, if you think you'd like to see something on the show, you'd like to be on the show, reach out to me at kb@mylaketv.com. We are powered by great sponsors, including SRG Financial Advisors, Bill Lacasse, who will be on the show a little bit later on, Rick Bryant, a brand new sponsor at Bryant Auction, also the lovely folks at Budget Blinds, our veterinary at the lake, and Ozark Barge and Dock. Great sponsors, all fine people that want to help you out with whatever it is you need right here at the Lake of the Ozarks. As I mentioned, we're going to get into the program today with my good buddy. We're Skyping with the educated redneck, Danny Ellison. He will join us from Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're going to head out to Papo's Pizzeria, and guess what, folks? We are going to make pizza pie and get a lesson from the master. Plus, we'll check out that great selection of craft beers that they have at Papo's in Osage Beach. Looking forward to that. We'll come back, talk a little bit more with my good friend, Mr. Bill Lacasse from SRG Financial Advisors. The 4 roadblocks to retirement. You want to retire, you should start investing early, but sometimes that doesn't always happen, so you invest when you can, but you still have to consider these 4 particular roadblocks that Bill is going to be talking about. And again, Bill with SRG Financial Advisors. We will cruise out to Ozark Cat and Canine and visit a beautiful, beautiful 9-month-old red-nosed pit bull, and her name is Nova. She's very excitable. She's got lots of energy, and she would love to come to your home if you've got kids. And from what I understand, she's really great on a leash, which a lot of dogs have problems with. That, so much more. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, and thanks to you for joining us right here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age, and with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
Hey, welcome into What's Burnin' on Lake TV. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got a great program lined up for you today. Of course, one of our guests coming up here shortly is the educated redneck, Danny Ellison, and we will take some time to talk with him. But first, wanted to remind you about a couple of things going on. Our Lake TV Game of the Week, it's Versailles and California, 6:30 pregame and a 7 o'clock kickoff with a replay on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday's replay at 7:30 and Thursday's replay at midnight. Also on the 8th of October, it's California at Eldon, so some great high school football action coming your way. We've got an opportunity to talk to a good friend of mine. This guy has been doing comedy and a lot of other things for a long time. And in the process of doing all of that, he's taken the opportunity to really kind of look at things through the microscope just a little bit and kind of help us make sense of it all. And that is the one and only Danny, the educated redneck Ellison, joining me. Danny, what a great opportunity to have you on the program. This is the first time that we've had the opportunity to Skype with you out there in Virginia Beach, Virginia. What's going on?
Oh, it's lovely trying to find work. That's the thing. They always say, everybody's saying there's work out there, but boy, I'm having a hard time finding it. It's been going, 2 years into 2 weeks to bend the curve, whatever it was we were supposed to be doing, and here we sit Skyping, and I'm not out doing my normal touring as I would in the fall because things are just not there.
Yeah, and this is kind of interesting. This is normally the time when you do make your pilgrimage out to see us here in Osage Beach. You were out here earlier in the year, and it was great to see you and Dillinger. And if Dillinger wants to jump into the shot, that's just fine, because if we don't see Dillinger, then everybody will worry about, well, where's Dillinger at? But we're happy to have the opportunity to get you back on here, and we miss you greatly, my friend. But any opportunity to hear from you is a good opportunity. So we do a little thing where we kind of take a look at various topics around the country and try to make sense. And I like the way you set it up earlier when we were talking, that the good stuff is bad and the bad stuff is good. And with that, I'll let you pull the pin and roll that first grenade across the table.
Okay, let's first of all, let's start talking about the Rona. I call it the Rona. I've called it the Rona from the beginning. It sounds like something an old person would call it. Oh, hey, come down with a case of the Rona. So I like to talk about the Rona and this Israel study that's not really getting the attention it deserves to get. If everybody remembers Israel, I think they were the first people to get to 90% of the population vaccinated. They had everybody with 2 shots, and their cases were falling off, and everything was going fantastic until the Delta variant came along. And now they've got a whole bunch of breakthrough cases. So isn't that funny how we call it breakthrough cases? That would mean something actually works for it to break through. But statistically, in Israel, the effectiveness of the vaccine was 39%. Now, let's think about that for a second. That's basically where the flu vaccine has been for how many years? Remember, they always tell us we got to guess the correct variant of the flu so that the flu shot will be effective. And any year they hit 50% effectiveness, they consider that great. But see, the flu shot is not mandatory. But they are trying desperately to make the Rona vaccine mandatory. And my question is why? If the Israel study is proving what they're showing, see, they try to ignore facts like this. They said in the Israel study, if you're vaccinated, in other words, if you have the vaccine, you're 13 to 26 times more likely to catch the Delta variant than an unvaccinated person. So that doesn't perk your ears at all. And then they say it's 39% effective. Now, the CDC in the United States has admitted it's 66% effective. So why is a 66% effective, which is basically a coin toss? If we get right down to it, it's a coin toss. Why is it so important everybody get a coin toss? And is that one coin tosses or two shots or three shots or four shots? So in other words, the people who have had two now, the efficacy is waning. They may have to get a third. And the studies on the third say the third wanes too, so that means there has to be a fourth, and then that means a fifth. And at what point, here's the next question, at what point do we start paying for this? This is free, right?
And here's the interesting part of this, Andy, because we're not quite sure about all of the after effects of the first one, the second one, and now you're talking boosters, so you're adding layers on top of layers of the potential for things to happen down the road. However, they've given the pharmaceutical companies that have developed the vaccines a free pass. So if something does happen, there's not going to be any lawsuits. There's not going to be anything like you see on TV. If you've taken this drug and you've had this side effect, or somebody in your family has died from taking this pharmaceutical, give us a call. We'll help you get the money that you're entitled to. You know, they make it sound like they're oh so compassionate about making sure you get the money that you deserve, as long as, well, of course, they get their cut as well. But see, that's a lot of this, the long-term effects of that shot. What will we be talking about in a year, 3 years, 5 years, or maybe even longer? Who knows?
Well, and on top of that, the money. Follow the money in this. Okay, what are they making a vaccine? Does anybody really know? Is it $100? Is it $200? Is it, nobody knows. Nobody said this is the profit they're making per vaccine. So let's just do some real quick math. Approximately, again, round numbers to make this easy, 350 million people in the United States, correct? If everybody gets 2 doses, that's 700 million doses. Just right there, just out the gate. Now, add on top of that another dose. That's another 350 million. So we're already up to 1 billion doses. Now, if you do the math, 1 billion seconds is 31 years. So if we've made 1 billion doses in the United States this year, and if 1 billion seconds is 31 years, how many plants are manufacturing this thing?
A lot, apparently.
You give it so now we're at 1 billion doses. If they made $100 per dose profit, they've just made $100 billion worth of profit. When do we start paying for it? I mean, we're paying for it as taxpayers. Nobody gets that because the government's taking money to pay for this. But at what point do they say, now you have to pay for your own vaccine? And we keep comparing this. We say, well, vaccines wiped out smallpox. Smallpox was a 30 to 50% killer, folks. That's why it's apples to oranges. I'd understand it for a highly deadly virus. This is a highly contagious virus. There's two separate things right there. And also, they don't tell you the Delta variant isn't as deadly as the first variant. And now we're all right up to the MU variant and all. This is ridiculous. This is like, again, a flu. There's going to be variants. It mutates. That's what it does. We need to stop this mandatory that they're doing now. Now, I don't know if anybody knows this, but check out OSHA website. Mm-hmm. They said if your boss makes it mandatory and then you have side effects or can't work, that's covered under workman's comp. That's on the OSHA website.
Well, thank God they're looking out for us somehow, Danny. And it's interesting, talking about certain people who want a religious exemption from all of this. And the list goes on and on and on. But I think we've done a pretty darn good job of touching on it. And before we wrap up our interview here, are you still working with your buddy? You and another comedian were working together. You had a website. You had some things that you guys were doing together to kind of keep people, lightened up through all of this stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to get together to shoot. It's one of them things. I went out for the 3 months this summer looking for work for next year, mm-hmm. and then we kind of got out of schedule where we were out of sync, where we had things to shoot. That's why I've taken on another little project where I just do a daily segment on my channel on Dan Ellison YouTube, where I just talk topical on the news every day, just 5-10 minutes. But yes, Herman and I are going to get back together. There's going to be more Rednecks and Brothers things. We are actually talking about trying to put some kind of road tour together to go to towns and take the show into towns where we could answer questions after the show.
Awesome. Well, hey, my brother, it is great to hear from you. Great to know that you're still doing what you're doing. And we'd like to maybe get you back on the show from time to time to express your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions, your viewpoints. But Danny, the educated redneck Ellison, thank you so much again, my friend. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Well, thank you as always. I always enjoy getting on here. It's great to see you having success with your show. You've been a friend of mine for years. We met as business and we're friends now, and much success on your show. I enjoy watching the episodes. You got a fan right here, and we'll talk to you again sometime. Anytime you want me, give me a ring. I'm right here.
Absolutely. Danny Ellison, the educated redneck, as we go to break. It's What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new Community Spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight Show on Lake TV.
Hey, it's KB right here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV, and do we have an exciting opportunity to meet with the one and only Papo of Papo's Pizzeria right here in Osage Beach. So without further ado, let's get inside and get cooking. Come on. Hey, we're inside Papo's Pizzeria, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the legendary Papo. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you again.
You?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to get in here today. And well, your kitchen is rocking here, and of course, we're going to take time to make one of those legendary pies. I don't know what we're going to do. We're each going to make one and see where it goes from there. But
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Let's talk a little bit about the business location here in Osage Beach. Where else? And you're getting more and more every day, it seems like.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're expanding. Going into Huntsville, Alabama. We're in Quincy, Illinois. Going into Fairview Heights, Illinois. Jefferson City.
Right. Well, you've got a couple down in Springfield, one in Columbia.
Yeah.
You got one down in St. Robert.
One in St. Robert, yeah, that's right.
And of course, you're right here at the Lake of the Ozarks.
That's right.
The most beautiful spot in the world.
We love
sit down and eat a Papo's pizza.
Yeah.
So, kind of give us an idea of what we're looking at doing here today.
Well, from what I understand, we're going to make some pizzas.
Awesome.
And we're going to see how you do. Right?
So let's jump in.
So the first thing we want to do is we want to wash our hands.
Wash our hands. Got to keep the health department happy so you can keep your doors open.
Yeah. And then we're going to take out our dough. Now the trick to that, here's your dough right here.
My dough right here, okay.
I'll take a screen, we'll both make one at the same time. How's that sound? All right? And then you want to put it into the flour.
Right on.
See that? Isn't that fun? You put it in the flour, and then let's get it back on the table.
That's why I wore a dark shirt, so the flour will show up on it very well. Very good.
Then we'll know you really are working here.
All right.
All right, so then you're going to take it, and wherever it's not round, you're going to pull it back. We use real live dough. You know, a lot of places have dough that is pre-made, and ours is actually 5 ingredients, okay? Now see, what you want it to look like is you want it to kind of look round like this.
I'm getting there.
First of all, I think you need a little bit more of the flour, and then, so once it's round, okay, and you're going to press out some of the high points, then we're going to take it and we're going to do an edge stretch technique, okay? All right? We're just going to keep stretching and stretching and stretching. So the technique is you go like this. You press out, okay? There you go. Now you're starting to get it. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the dough, and we're going to put our screens down. Right. No, not yet. Take the dough and hold it like this and slap off the flour. Ready?
Okay.
Slap off the flour. Come on, you can't drop it.
If it ends up on the floor, we'll edit that out.
And we're gonna have it where we're gonna take it like this.
Mine's already got
we're gonna stretch it. Okay.
It's already got a hole in the middle.
It's already got a hole.
Yeah.
We can fix that. We have a dough repair kit here.
Okay.
Okay. We'll send somebody back for the dough repair kit. So then you can actually take it too and flip it a little bit. Yeah. And that's fun. Go ahead and try it. You want to try that?
All right,
there you go.
These guys are getting a kick out of it back here.
Yeah, you did great.
That's my first pizza.
So then we're going to put it down.
Okay.
Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're ready to put on the sauce.
All right.
Okay. So let me show you how we do that.
Right
this
on.
is called a spoodle. And we're going to put some sauce in the middle. And a really good pizza maker can just go around.
Get the edges without going over, huh?
And what you want to do is you want to go out to your a thumb width away, okay? And I got a little bit of an edge here. There we go. So
let's spoodle.
There is your spoodle, sir.
So we do about a spoodle and a half?
I think so, yeah. No, not quite a half.
Good?
Not quite that much. Maybe a quarter. There you go. Now, as you spread, as you get to the edge, you pick it up a little bit. You don't want those peaks and valleys, okay? But this is your pizza.
That's right.
So you can have it however you want it.
All right.
All right? So now we're going to go over here and we're going to put on the cheese, right?
Right.
Okay. So you're going to reach in here and grab with 2 hands.
Yes, sir.
You're going to grab the cheese, and the trick is to try to put the cheese on the right amount of cheese. And this is real dairy cheese here.
Right.
Okay, this is not frozen oil-based cheese. This is real dairy cheese, which a lot of places are using frozen cheese, and it's not real. So you want it to look something like this, so it's got an even layer, okay? So we'll switch places. Try to get that even layer.
Let's get some sauce on the shirt while I've got it here too.
Yeah.
Okay. So just
go ahead, yeah, and you don't want any red edges, so you want to try to get the cheese all the way to the outside. Not too bad.
Well, out of the whole process, I'd like to be able to say I did something right.
There you go.
There you
Good
go.
job. Now, would you like some pepperoni?
Why not?
Let's grab some. Okay, this is good all beef pepperoni.
I see this.
And what you want to do is create a picture, okay?
Right.
And you want to place the toppings so there is a topping in every bite.
Exactly.
So it looks something like that.
Right on. I'm getting there, man. Slow but sure.
You're doing good. So next, would you like some sausage?
Oh, why not? Sure.
So we make our own sausage here. Okay, and it only has ground pork and fennel.
Ooh, that's good
You
stuff.
see uneven little chunks in here.
Right.
None of this pre-made stuff that 95% of the pizza places don't make their own sausage, and they have fillers. We
Right
have no
on.
fillers in our
Fresh
sausage.
is where it's at, baby.
Yeah. Wow. Very good. Look at
coming
that,
together.
guys. Get a close-up of that. So do we like any veggies? Do we like beef? Do we like bacon? We have pineapple, which is good. So take your pick. What
Little
would you
black
like?
olive action. Let's go mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms
Okay.
always work well.
All right. Place your mushrooms where you want them.
How in the world did you get into the pizza business? What are you going to have on yours there?
I think that I'll probably go some veggies now.
Yeah.
Fresh cut green peppers.
And
How
you
does
got
that look?
into this business how?
I was talked into this. I had always liked the restaurant business. When I was a teenager, I worked in restaurants as a dishwasher and whatever I could do. And my brother-in-law owned or was going to own Domino's stores.
Right.
And they talked me into coming in, and the fact that you could own your own. So that was what turned me on. And within a couple of years of working 80, 90 hours a week, I actually had my own franchise. And this is what we did.
Yeah.
You know, we made pizzas. And I love making pizzas. I think it's
Excuse me.
fun. It's like art. Something in every bite. That's
Yeah.
the thing you got to remember. You know, we used to have people over the house, and they would say that they wanted me to go make the pizza. And I would say, well, we got a lot of great pizza makers. Why do you want me to do it? And I never could figure out why. And finally, one day I realized that by doing what we're doing here, by putting a little something in every bite, that's what it's all about. And that's what gives it the flavor, the
Right on.
balanced flavor. So you did a great job. No green peppers for you?
No, man. I'm
Okay, how about black olives?
black olives.
You want some
would do it.
black
That-
olives? Well,
that-
here, let's go.
sing.
Put this
Some
thing over
black
here.
olives here.
Now, black olives are a little bit tricky. You got to kind of take your time on those, okay? We're watching very closely to see how you're doing this.
Yeah, I know.
Steady hands.
There's a. You told me there's a test later on.
There's a test, yeah.
The test is right now.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to do next. Next, we're going in.
Oh, Papo season.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
We've got to
brother.
put the Papo seasoning
See?
on.
Oh, can't forget it.
There,
So
we
if it
almost
doesn't
forgot.
look good, it's going to taste good.
So we're going to come over here, and as you put it in, you have to smile. No, but you put it in the 600-degree oven
Yes, sir.
by holding it like that. Oh, look at you. That's 600 and change
Yes.
in there, okay? And then we'll shut this door. In 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
we'll have pizzas that'll be starting to get done.
So
okay?
this is where the time-lapse photography comes in. Next
Yeah.
time you see us, we'll have finished pizza. accomplished my first ever pizza made right here at Papo's Pizzeria, doing the lake proud with a great pizza. There's only one other thing left to do, and that's the taste test, my friend. This is my pizza. I know how yours taste. They taste great. Let's see if I'm even in the ballpark. Oh, there's that ballpark reference again. Remember what happened there?
Guy Fieri, eat your heart out. That was. You need a napkin?
Oh, yeah.
How is it?
Oh, it's good. I mean,
that's your first pizza you ever made?
That's my first pizza I've ever made like that.
Awesome.
And it turned out well, crisp crust all the way through. We got, man, a little bit of something in every bite, like you said before.
Yeah.
And then after you have a bite of that great Papo's pizza, check out one of these great beers. I'm going to do a little sip of beer real quick here.
Now that's the number 25, which is the Broadway Brewing Company, and it's called Grand Velvet Stout.
Grand Velvet Stout.
Okay, and
tastes like chocolate cake.
It is. I think they took chocolate cake and just ground it up.
Whatever they did
with a little coffee in there.
They sure did it
but
very well.
It's 9.4% ABV.
Yeah, buddy.
So
yeah, buddy.
that'll get you. But anyway, we have 32 beers on tap here. And when we started, we had 6, and I thought that was pretty cool to have 6.
Cool. That is pretty cool.
But my son, Warren, talked me into doing more.
And you did a fine job, Warren.
So we have a cooler back here, keeps all the beer cool, and then it comes right out direct draw, as they say. So we've got our 2 Papo's beers up top, the Big Papo, and the Monk's Communion, which is a real cult beer. People love it. They sell a lot of that.
Nice, good beer. And here's the thing with it, Papo, and you know this as well as I do. You've got all these different brands of beer, these different types of beer here. Get yourself a flight, 5 different opportunities. And I would recommend the Grand Velvet Stout. Hey, man, thanks for having us out here today. True pleasure hanging out with the legend, Papo. And if you want to know his real name, you got to come in and buy a pizza, and he'll tell you. Otherwise, he's known as Papo. Thanks for checking us out and hanging out with us here at Papo's Pizzeria in Osage Beach on What's Burnin' with KB on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivering to your new home or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burning here on Lake TV. KB, and pretty soon we're going to be talking to this gentleman to my left, and that's Bill Lacasse from SRG Financial Advisors, one of our title sponsors. I want to remind you that you need to check out Lake TV's Facebook page, now with nearly 39,000 followers. Where else can you find us? Como, Channel 90, Roku, get the Amazon Fire Stick, or MyLakeTV.com. If you want to reach out to me, it's kb@mylaketv.com, or make sure you catch the radio show that I do on 89.3 The Key, also heard at keyradio.live, and we open up the facility to you. We're down there on South Business 5 at the Key Gathering Place, so come on down and see us when we're doing the show Monday through Friday from 8 until 10 on Key Radio. Bill Lacasse joining us, our title sponsor with SRG Financial Advisors. Always a pleasure, my friend.
It is always a pleasure.
Great to see you back here
question.
again. And we're going to talk a little bit about something that everybody thinks about at one time or another in their life. And probably as they get a little bit older, they start thinking more about it. When you're young, you're footloose and fancy free. As you get older, it's like, how am I going to survive when I decide I don't want to work anymore?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know, you've heard me say this before, that the easy part is accumulating the money. The tough part is when you make the decision to say, I'm done with that job, I don't need your paycheck anymore, I am going to go out and create my own paycheck, and I'm going to be happy from this point going forward. But deep down inside, what everybody's really thinking is do I have enough? Will it last my entire lifetime? What kind of issues are we going to have crop up when we start trying to create that income? Because that is the most difficult part of the financial process. Like I said, accumulation, as tough as that can be, that's nothing compared with trying to make sure that the money you have lasts a lifetime. Now, I have made it my life's work to work in the area of retirement income. I mean, that is the time when you find out if you win or lose at the financial game, when you're all finished at the very end. Mm-hmm. If you have gotten through your lifetime without running out of money, well, by golly, you've won. If you get along the way and something happens, you have an issue.
But when you get to the end of your life, you probably, at that point, it really doesn't make any difference. But the whole point is the pre-planning process.
Absolutely.
And just a real quick story here. You helped someone very near and dear to me get on the right financial path early in his life, and he's been investing since he was 19. Mm-hmm. He's 26 now, and we've talked about it, and he says, you know what, Dad? If I hadn't had that conversation with Bill Lacasse, I'd probably be up the creek without a paddle. And I had to look at him and say, I've been telling you that for years. I've been telling you that for years. Invest your money as soon as you can. And obviously, it took the right person to get his attention.
Well, your son Zach, he's an incredible young man to begin with, but Zach has guaranteed himself to be just fine when the day comes that he wants to retire, because this is something that he's gotten into the habit of doing, like you said, since 19. So now, he doesn't even think about the money that actually goes in. It's a beautiful thing. But when the day comes that he does have to go from putting money in and start taking money out, there are 4 very distinct roadblocks that we have to take a look at and have to understand in order to be able to make life okay as you're going forward. The biggest one, and the one that I talk about the most often, is something called sequence of return risk. And what that means is the idea of however you're taking money out of your investments, if that investment has a negative sequence of return, if it is going negative rather than positive. An example there would be, let's go back to the year 2007, 8, and 9, when the stock market had, almost 3 years of constant declines. Okay, people that were early on in their retirements, when they were starting to say, okay, it's time to start taking this money, people that were taking income from a stock market portfolio during that period of time, they either ran out of money before they ran out of life, or they damaged that portfolio to a position that it could never ever come back to where it was when they started. The problem is as you're taking money out to live on, if the number is going negative at the same time, you're basically double compounding backwards. And that is probably the biggest problem. And unfortunately, when you look around at where do you invest money, interest rates are not great. So there's not unfortunately there's been a push over the years for more people to try to rely on the stock market for money. So you have to kind of be careful with that idea of sequence of return. We also have something called the sequence of bond yield risk. That's interest rates in essence. And that goes back to what I was just saying, in that interest rates are so low at this point. A 10-year Treasury bill's paying, they've gone up in interest rates just in the last week or so, and it's just a little bit above 1.5%. So gosh, if you have $1 million in government bonds and you're getting 1.5% off of that, you're not going to be able to live very substantially off of that. So that's, that becomes a huge big issue as well. And then you have to also factor into this the idea of the sequence of inflation. What is inflation doing at any given time? Mm-hmm. Now, the interesting thing right now is that all of these three things are kind of coming together right now as we speak. We have a stock market that is at all-time highs. We have bond yields that are at all-time lows starting to creep higher. And we know that everything is costing more than it did the year before.
That ain't no lie.
Just a little bit.
That ain't no lie.
That's right. Enough to where everybody's going, oh my gosh.
Sure.
If this continues on, we're going to have a huge big issue. Then the fourth roadblock, if you want to sprinkle this on top, is the idea of longevity. How long are you going to need to live off of that pile of money? And let's face it, longevity is on the rise. Yeah. I mean, that's going up. I mean, I quite often use the lovely Janice as an example, in that females on both sides of her family live to be over 100. If I'm fortunate enough to live to be 90, she might be without me for 20 years. And so we've got to plan for that as well. So it's not only a matter of how do we take income off of our investments, but how do we make sure that lasts our lifetime? And then on top of that, how do we make sure that in those early years we can enjoy the things that we truly want to do? Like I said, I have made this my life's work. This is an area that I feel like I excel in, and that's, whenever someone comes in and sits down to have a conversation with me, that's where we start, is what kind of income do we need? If you're retired now, what kind of income do we need now? If you're about to retire, what kind of income are we going to need going into the future? Mm-hmm. And let's sit down and get that plan worked out so we can make those types of things happen.
It's interesting. I heard a statistic the other day. People that are turning 50 are living, in some cases, on average, almost another 50 years. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Well, speaking of statistics, I heard one, this one goes back about a year ago. This is pre-COVID, but the year before COVID, there was an announcement made that statistically, someone born that year has the possibility to live to be 120 years old.
Wow.
Right.
Look at things like stem cell research that people are utilizing.
Exactly. I mean, the running joke is can you imagine being, 100 years old, having your 80-year-old kids still coming over for Sunday dinner wanting to borrow money?
No, I'm sorry. No, we're well beyond that. You lived in my basement until you were 30. Right. We're well beyond that.
You got to go. Yeah. This last 50 years has been nice without you.
And I hear that's another thing. Interestingly enough, as a retired individual or couple, and you've got kids, and they hit a snag in the road, and they come back and live with you. Does that then add to the overall way that you have to look at your finances? Who knows?
Right. I mean, depending on the situation, of course, I've heard success stories and horror stories with both of those, needless to say. And it can be an additional drain on that pile of money that you have that you're hoping is going to last your entire lifetime. And there's nothing worse than thinking, okay, yes, I want to do all the things I want to do while I'm young and healthy and feel good. But you do get to a certain time in life where you start looking at the idea of saying, okay, I need dignity of life. Mm-hmm. I need to be sure that, You know, my old running joke, if a loaf of bread's $100 a loaf, you have to have $100 to go get that loaf of bread.
Yeah, you do.
And if you're 80 or 85 years old, you don't want to be worrying about the idea that, do I have enough money to be able to go get that loaf of bread? So that is the balance that we look for, is how can we check as many things off that bucket list as we possibly can when we're in those early years, those go-go years, but then when we get to the no-go years, how do we make sure we have enough money to be able to have dignity of life?
Right, that's important.
Yeah.
Measure twice, cut once, but always be prepared for the unexpected.
That's exactly
And
right.
you can do that with a call to SRG Financial Advisors at 573-302-7212. What's the website, Bill?
It is www.srgfinancialadvisors.com.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Great to see you.
Appreciate it so much.
We'll take the break, and on the other side of the break, it's KB's Furry Friends at Ozark Cat and Canine on What's Burnin' here on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Hey Jess. Yeah, Nicole, what do you need? Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront. And a brand new kitchen. I'm headed out there after I type this email. I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age, and with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
KB back here at Ozark Cat and Canine. We love to come here and show off the beautiful animals that need homes, the cats, the dogs, the kittens, the puppies. And now we have got an exceptionally energized red nose. What is it, Mary?
Red nose pit mix.
Red nose pit mix. And this is Nova. Nova is about 9 months old, you told me, and is just as excitable as all get out, just taking care of everything, playing with everything. She's very lovable, lots of affection. So you give it to her and she's going to give it right back to you. Tell us a little bit about Nova, Mary.
Well, Nova's only been with us a couple of weeks. She came in when her owner had to move and couldn't keep her. She does not know a stranger. Loves
cool.
Children.
That's cool.
She's very, seems very hyper and energetic right here, playing, but I've been told that once you get her out on a leash, she knows her manners and she walks very well on a leash.
Very nice.
probably loves water. Most of them
Yeah.
around here do.
Well, I got to tell you, she's just got so much energy, but at the same time, I'm sure she would be very, very, very affectionate, once she calms down a little bit, gets used to her surroundings and everybody that's going to be there. But she is another one of those animals that just is looking for a great home. Got everything, if you've got little ones, again, this might be a fun dog with the energy factor. If you, need a little exercise, obviously you want to go for a walk. Sounds like she's good on a leash. So why not come by Ozark Cat and Canine or look them up online? You guys are online.
We are. I did not have her listed yet because she just became available,
Right.
but she probably will be listed in the next day or so.
And I'll tell you what, as fun-loving as Nova is, she's not going to be here very long. Absolutely. She is spayed.
Yes. She is spayed. She is up to date on her shots. She's been heartworm tested.
Right.
Anybody over 6 months is heartworm tested. She's on flea and tick treatment. She's been dewormed, the whole shebang.
And again, Ozark Cat and Canine is always looking for volunteers, and we want to stress that with you, Mary, because you've got some staff members here, but if there are people out there that just want to come by and walk a dog, just spend a little time with a cat, help you guys out as much as they want or as little as they want, if it's a few hours a day or just an hour a day, you folks can accommodate them.
Yes. We do have an application process for volunteers down here. We're very unlikely to turn anybody away, but
Right,
we just
sure.
want to get some information about people. So that application can be found online on our website, ozarkscatandcanine.com, on our volunteer page. I think it's labeled Ways to Give.
Ways to give, sure.
And then once that comes in, our volunteer coordinator would reach out to them to schedule an orientation. And once they've done that orientation time, then they can come and go as they please during the hours we're here.
Very good, very good. And don't forget, Ozark Cat and Canine is run primarily off of their thrift store. About how much of the shelter itself is operated through the generous donations, or the people that, I shouldn't say donations, but they go in and they buy the items up there at the thrift store.
The thrift store runs about 70% of
Right,
our funding.
right.
So anything that you bring in that sells, that's another way to help us.
Certainly.
Or go up there if you're looking for something, go up there and go shopping.
Absolutely. Nova is here. She'd love a good home, and maybe you're the right person, or you and your family are the right people to adopt Nova. But I guarantee you, with her energy, with her love, with her compassion, and that's the thing about cats and dogs, Mary, you know that as well as I do, unconditional love.
Yep.
This young girl isn't going to be here very long. Again, thanks to our veterinary at the lake for presenting KB's Furry Friends. Back with more on What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Hey, once again, a big thanks to everybody for tuning in and joining us right here on Lake TV for What's Burnin'. We do the show 7 days a week, 3 times a day, a new show every Thursday, and you can catch it daily at 7 a.m., 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. Let me tell you about some of the other great programming we have on Lake TV as well. Cup of Coffee with Will and Chris, which you can check out daily, 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 8 p.m. Also, the High School Football Coaches Show, Osage and Camdenton head football coaches, Shannon Jolly and Jeff Shore, Tuesdays through Friday, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. And don't forget the Community Spotlight program with Chris Schneider, 9 a.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m. He'll be talking here very certainly with Reed Millard from the Millard Family Chapels and Osage High School Activities Director Tom Gwynn. And of course, we can't have a station without mentioning our good friend Mr. Bob Spicer, getting you all geared up for the weekend with Weekend at the Lake. Again, a big thanks to all of my sponsors, SRG Financial Advisors, Rick Bryant, the folks at Bryant Auction, Budget Blinds, as well as Ozark Barge and Dock and our veterinary at the lake. Stick around, folks. Coming up next week, we've got another great show for you. We will talk to the good professor, Professor Jim Paisley, and get a history lesson from him, as we always do. And I'd like to implore people, if you like what Jim Paisley does, we'd love to get a sponsor to sponsor his history lesson right here on Lake TV. He takes history, relates it to something that is going on in this present day and age. Also, we're going to have an opportunity to do a little acupuncture. We're going to head over to Lori and check in with Dr. Elizabeth Barrett. She practices Eastern medicine. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never, ever in my entire life had anybody poke me with needles and pins. And other than a pincushion, I don't see the value in it. But we did have a chance to go over there, check that out, and we found out that acupuncture can help the body with its healing properties. So we will take a little time next week to check in with the good doctor, Ellie Elizabeth Barrett, over in Lori and her Eastern Medicine Clinic. We will also get an opportunity to head back out to Ozark Cat and Canine for another beautiful, beautiful feline. And I believe next week we will feature Chutney. And Chutney's a beautiful yellow tabby cat that would love to have a home with you. Again, a very energetic young cat that's always looking to play and enjoy life and make you very, very happy. So until next week, my friends, we appreciate you tuning in. If you want to get a hold of me, don't forget you can do that very easily by reaching out to KB at mylaketv.com if you want to see something on the show, if you'd like to be on the show. And until next Thursday, my friends, God bless. Love it. It's What's Burnin' on Lake TV, and thanks for watching.